Oh, today.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, councillors, members of the public, just a couple of announcements. First of all, if there was to be a fire alarm go off tonight, there are no plans for that. The fire exit is over there, so we'll get you all out and down and check you all out. And also to let you know that it is the intention today of a resident to film this council meeting. And if there are any members of the public that object to being on film, if they can make themselves known, then we'd obviously ensure that they are not on film. That doesn't apply to councillors because we have no choice, councillors or officers. We have to be on film. If any member doesn't wish to be filmed, then they would have to leave the meeting and make that choice.
Is it kind of ringing on us? I should mention as well, if you've got no on phone, can you please turn them to silent or switch them off, if you don't mind. Right. Okay, good evening and welcome to this meeting of the Heanor Loscoe Account. Agenda item 1, to receive apologies for absence, please.
We have apologies, Chair, for Councillor Besic, Councillor Burrell, Councillor Paul Jones and Councillor Anne Jones.
Thank you. Agenda item 2, declaration of members' interest and update of register. I would like to declare interest on agenda item 13, as I have been a member of on the Electoral Council planning. And Councillor Holmes as well?
Yeah, just 2 items that we can't really speak on.
This is just to say that we're members of the...
Yeah, planning, yeah.
I believe, Chair, that those members have indicated that they will remain in the meeting and observe the meeting. However, they won't take part, and when they sit on the planning board, they will listen with an open mind and make a decision based on the information placed before them on that night. So they've not bettered their judgment.
And I would like to point out that Councillor Howard, Mark Howard, will the agenda item 13, which is the planning part of this meeting. Oh, thank you. Agenda, sorry.
Right, just declaring the president and viewers in each of the director of culture and construction.
Number 9, I think it is.
8.
Anyone else got any interest that would like to declare today? No. Thank you. Agenda item 3 is to receive and approve requests for dispensation from members on matters in which they have a disclosure of pecuniary interest.
There are none of those, Chair. However, I do have a request for a dispensation for non-attendance at meetings from Councillor Burrell and Councillor Goodrum, and we're recommending that they be given a 3-month dispensation to attend a meeting within a 6-month period.
I would like to propose that. Can I have someone to second, please? Thank you. Can I have a vote? Those in favour? I can't see. Thank you. Can't see anyone again, so we will need to do that bit. Right. Agenda item 4, public speaking. A. Period of not more than 3 minutes per individual issue will be made available to members of the public and of the council to comment on any matter. Please note, questions to the council will be received in line with the standing order and taking part in council business in the public information sector of the agenda, which is actually the first or second page. I understand, and I'm very sorry that I've forgotten his second name.
Phoebe.
Would like to speak?
Yes.
So,
Thank you, Chair.
I'd like to point out that he has already submitted his question in writing, and I, or statement in writing, and we have got copies.
I have a small number of copies if members would like to see them.
Chair, where would you like me, Chair?
Whenever you're ready, please.
You prefer me here, would you? Right,
It's entirely up to you,
I don't want colleagues to have to.
wherever you would like to stand.
Thank you, Councillor. Thank you, Chair. Officer on the top.
It's a pleasure.
So my name is Sean Beery. I'm a resident of King's Close in the People estate. Here in the capacity of supporting people on my street, street and estate, that we are collectively individually objected to a planning application in Town Valley, C3 to C2, which is a small scale children's home. We had a public meeting roughly 2 weeks ago, it was attended by 103 residents, and as of this morning, there have been 173 objections to Amber Valley in terms of against the application and one in support. In my written submission to yourselves in your capacity as our parish council, reasons why we feel it's not the right place for either the children or the residents and the local community for a range of reasons. And we respectfully request support from yourselves and our parish council to also object on our behalf to Amber Valley as the Borough Council and the local planning authority. I can members here who are conflict of interest by take part. The key drivers for it is around loss of residential immunity for existing residents, around noise and disturbance that are associated with sort of private and young homes, changing character in the area, the majority of people who live on our street are retired or close to retirement, and that there is no wrong sense that it is the wrong place. A lot of us actually have worked in the care sector or looked after children, so we hope that we have an insight in terms of their specific needs and support packages that are required. So we hope from an informed position, not one of ignorance or prejudice. So it's a request for support from yourselves and our parish, please.
Thank you very much. And as I explained to you earlier, we cannot discuss it now, but it will be discussed later on in the agenda at item 13. It's entirely up to you if you want to wait for that part. It is open to members of the public, or if you want to go now, it's entirely up to you.
I'll explain my wife like that.
Thank you very much.
If I am chair to that, then obviously when it comes down to the debate that members will have at agenda item 13, there will be no input from members of the public. I'm afraid you won't be able to ask questions or answer them. It will be down to the town council members to make the decision.
Thank you very much. Any more? Thank you. Agenda item 4B, the police. Is that a second report?
No, Chair.
Thank you. County council or district level council member is in attendance and given an opportunity to raise any relevant money. Councillor Stevenson, do you have anything you wish to report?
Yeah, pensions were reviewed at Derbyshire County Council yesterday. They decided that at this moment they're not going to switch investments from fossil fuels to renewables because there will be a massive impact and the investments will be massively affected and there will be very little return. So that could be an issue. We've got I've had quite a few calls in the last few weeks regarding safety on the marketplace where people have been assaulted wanting money. And I don't know who's taking the information from the residents, but they don't seem to be passing it on to the Safe and Able team with the correct information of the description of the people that are doing it. I don't know if the council can have some impact on that as well.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Do the borough, have I got a report, please?
Yeah, just a couple of things. The local plan is now out for consultation for 6 weeks in line with the plan that was submitted to the Secretary of State. Leaflets explaining the process are available from Amber Valley Borough Council. The Borough Council has set their budget increase at 2.99%, which equates to a 7 pence per week increase for for Band A property. The Police and Crime Commissioner has raised their requirement by 4.88% and Derbyshire County Council by 4.99%.
Thank you very much. Agenda item 4C, leaders report. I have got two. On Monday, I attended the first session at Wilmot Street of the Sing Along with Ellie group, a group which is funded by the Town Council as one of our pledges for people who are suffering from dementia and their carers. It also welcomes residents who just want to sing their hearts out. It's important to state that you don't have to be a good singer, me. Enthusiasm is the main fact. It was a fun afternoon and I encourage everyone to go along. Because of this engagement, I was unable to attend the Charles Earl Tour, and I hope that those of you who did attend were impressed with both the outside of the building and the high-spec finish inside, as I was when I went round a few weeks ago. I don't know if many of the councillors took up that opportunity, but I think it's a fantastic building, to be honest. Absolutely a credit. Members continue to attend the coffee mornings concerning Charles Hill and also Heanor Vision meeting. Work has started on developing the new website and rebranding the Town Council's logo. The Council have responded to the consultation of the local plan, and I strongly urge individual members of the Council and residents to use this opportunity to respond with any concerns they may have, as this is a very important document as it sets out the vision and framework for the future development in Amberfire up to 2040. The consultation period finishes on 3rd of April at 4:30. I think copies of it are available in the Borough Council office and in the local libraries. I am very pleased to congratulate Heanor Town Football Club, who beat Long Eaton 2-0 to reach the final of the Senior Challenge Cup, which was played on the 17th of April 2024 at Pride Park, Derby. Their opponents will be Buxton. Well, I think we're a couple of divisions higher than them, so it's going to be quite a tough match. This is the first time for 45 years they have done this, and it is something that we should celebrate. Busloads of supporters will be going to this, and I would like to suggest that we as a council pay for 3 buses for this purpose. Contribute to buses. I understand they only usually take, or rather they only usually see about 150 supporters, so if we pay to, I would like to put this suggestion to the club or to the council and ask the court to look into the cost of this, and we could then discuss it at the next meeting.
Yeah, just as an aside, I think 53-seater buses would cost you in the region of about £1,500.
Yeah, I've got about 1,700, but I don't know.
They're not going far. I'm used to them at Langley Mill.
That's what I was.
That's the sort of cost you're talking about.
So can I have someone to propose that we look into the
I'll move
cost?
that, Madam Chair.
And a seconder, please, and a vote. It's not quite Wembley, and it is a Derby. It is. I mean, why go to the City Ground? I don't know, but we're not going to that. I think it just would be a lovely gesture, and hopefully the town will get behind them and push it. You never know. You never know. You never know. It's not over till the ref blows the final whistle. Agenda item 5, to confirm the minutes of the Town Council meeting held on Thursday, the 1st of February.
Move them, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Page 51. Pages 52 and 53. Page 54 and 55. Thank you. Agenda item 6, exclusion of the public. There are 2 items on tonight's agenda which I will have to ask the public to leave. These are agenda items 14 and 15.
Move that, Madam Chair.
Second, please. Thank you. And the vote? Thank you very much. Agenda item 7, have we found Mayor's announcement?
I've got a brief report from the Mayor just to inform the Council that as the Mayor, he has signed the funding agreement with Amber Valley Borough Council on behalf of the Town Council for the £100,000 contribution to the Charlesville Community Sports Hall. And this will be paid over before the end of this month.
Agenda item A, 8A. Town Council items for decision. A, community bank up request.
As members will be aware, there's been discussions in the past about having a community bank up. It's not quite as simple as just doing that. They look into all sorts of things. We're gathering the information that various organisations would require to consider whether to run one. And my suggestion is, or recommendation is, that that be referred to the executive to work through the finer detail and bring it back to the next town council meeting.
I would like to propose that that is what we
Yeah.
do.
Second that.
Can I have a second of it? Under vote? Thank you. Agenda item 8B, Blue Lane allotment site where there is flooding.
Yes, Chairman and members, Blue Lane allotment site has been having problems with flooding, and they've also got problems with hedges being cut that were traditionally cut by the local farmer. They've been neglected for quite a while now, and there are fencing problems. And the recommendation to council is that the town clerk meet with the allotment secretary to see the problems at first hand, to look at the costs of clearing these issues up, whether that be that the town council accepts any responsibility or whether it becomes the allotments secretary's responsibility, or indeed the landowner, which is the farmer. We'll meet with all of those and we'll come back to and report progress to the next town council meeting in April.
I would like to propose that we accept that course of action. Can I have a seconder, please? Under vote? Thank you. Agenda item 8C, Amber Valley Borough Account, disposal of the parcel of land at Heanor Grammar School to the National Grid.
That one, Chair, as we mentioned at the last meeting, it's not really something for the town council to be involved in, and we ask you to note that that disposal has taken place.
8D, Heanor Vision, the cinema grant.
Yes, Chair and members. Not that long ago, the town council gave a grant to Heanor Vision to do a cinema in the park. That didn't take place. It was about the time of all the flooding that went on, and the equipment that the firm were using got destroyed in the flooding, and they couldn't run that event. So they're sitting on an amount of money around £1,600, I think it is, and they've got agreement to use it for that one and only purpose. The question that they've asked is, could we agree that they can use that £1,600 to fund 16 cinema nights down at, I think it's Heanor Vision, isn't it?
Infinite Wellbeing.
Infinite Wellbeing. So they're really just looking for a formal note that we need to say, yes, we know where that money's gone.
I would like to propose that we
Move that
take that. Thank you. Anybody? Show of hands, please. Thank you.
Next one then, Chairman, is the Derbyshire Association of Local Councils subscription. I'm sure this town council will want to be part of the 99% of town and parish councils in Derbyshire that are a member of the Derbyshire Association of Local Councils. They are the employers' organisation, so they're there to support the councillors, not the staff. But as you might think, staff can join the National Association of Local Clerks if they want to do that. So they're your organisation. They provide training and they provide invaluable support, not only to the council but to the clerks in employment law and the things that we can do. They offer two subscriptions. One of them is the normal subscription for a town council of this size is around £1,700 a year. And they also offer an additional subscription, an extra £250 that allows town councils to have free places on their training courses. Now, over the months, I've heard members who've now been on the town council for a few months say they would like some additional training, or don't do a lot of courses, and if we took the more expensive subscription, we're entitled to a number of seats free of charge. And so my recommendation to you is, for this year, at the moment, we agree to pay the additional premium, and we review that next May to see if members have taken up the places to go on the training courses.
I would like to propose that we accept that course of action, because I think Councillor Holmes and myself have been on extra courses over the last year, so I think it is a good opportunity.
If I could, Mayor, I'd like to ask Andrew, will these courses be held here in the town hall, Andrew, or are we got to go somewhere, you know, further afield? Does somebody come in from Delco there?
No, the courses are either held at the Delco headquarters, or a lot of the courses that they do now they can offer online. They do offer courses at places like here, but they're at additional cost. And obviously there are some courses that I could offer you rather than Delco, because I used to do some of the courses there, so we can look at some internal training as well. However, I can't recommend enough the courses that Delco run.
Well,
So,
I think,
you know, depends on the interest. If the town clerk was approached by 8 or 9 members to say we'd like training on conduct of meetings, then it'd be worthwhile the town council considering asking Delco to give us a price to come down here and deliver them.
I think I did a couple of them, and they were both Zoom courses or online courses anyway.
Yeah.
The online courses are okay, but they're not the same as face-to-face, are they? That's the trouble.
I have to agree, actually. Councillor Leeson.
Yes, I mean, in the past, Delco have brought courses to here if there's sufficient people to do them. So I think people come forward and say what training they want, and then we'll look at the best way forward of arranging
Councillor
them.
Cox.
It has also been known for darts on courses for multiple councils at the same time. So
Yeah.
same time all listed. You get more people in, and people get more opportunity. That's a possibility.
So,
And the cost, actually, Chair, is £2,031.60.
can I propose that we accept that we go for the higher rate of the subscription? Should we have a seconder, please? And a show of hands? Thank you.
Next one then, Chair, is groundwork, tree works required at I'm afraid it's a sign of the times that health and safety is very much in the forefront. Trees can have a really big effect on landowners and parish and town councils' insurance policies if we don't keep things up to date. There are a number of tree works required down there. There's an oak tree that needs to be felled at a cost of £1,300, a crown reduction that's needed at £660, and then the major deadwood through a whole crown area of a second oak at £510. I have to say, I think they're the cheapest quotes that we've been able to get. They are, in my opinion, competitive with other quotes that I've seen for removal of trees, and I don't think you have any choice but to approve that those works be done and the cost to be met from council balances.
I would like to propose that we accept those works and authorise the contractor to do the work.
I think that's fine.
Thank you, and the show of hands, please. Thank you.
The next one,
St.
then,
Lawrence
Chair,
Church.
is St Lawrence Church. As you're aware, the council paid for revamping the lights at that church in the top of the tower. The one thing that's come to light is the church have come back to say that with the cost of living rising substantially, they've now worked out what it costs to keep those lights on.
They're not on tonight, or they weren't when I walked by.
They're not on, so they've energy that needs to be paid. And our recommendation to you is that we believe that they are a welcome site. They are loved by a lot of the members of the community, far more than those that would say, no, we don't want them on. We could look at checking the timer and seeing if they could perhaps go off at midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning. There have been a few complaints from people saying they can see them from miles around, it's keeping them awake. But whatever the cost, the maximum cost of £1,800 a year is a tiny amount compared to the energy that you have to spend to keep the town hall, the Wilmot Centre and the fire station running. So we recommend that we go back to the church and say, certainly for the next 12 months, the town council will fund the cost of electricity to run those lights.
Could I ask you, is there any chance of getting anything like a solar panel put that can run? Are they that powerful that solar panels on the back of the roof of the church? Not going to be overshadowed, is it?
Chair, I have no idea, but I'll look into it. But
I think you might have an issue
Councillor
with it
Allen?
being a church.
yeah,
We're putting the solar panels on the roof.
Mine, which I thought would be listed building thing, to be honest with you. Anyway, can I, sorry,
Is that price for them to be on all day or night?
that's 24 hours a
24
day.
hours.
So there may be some leeway there to say what's an appropriate time to be on.
About midnight and then not come on until.
They don't need to be on daylight, do you?
So it's just wasting
I-
having money
yeah,
day.
It's
yeah,
daylight. It's light she's got anyway.
5 o'clock, 6 o'clock at night or whatever, in the winter.
6 or 12 would be ample, wouldn't it? It doesn't need to be on all day.
I would like to propose that we pay the initial cost for a year with the suggestion that they are actually looked at and put on a timer for a suitable few hours. I mean, I personally wouldn't like them if it was shining at midnight in my window, I must admit. Can I have a second? Sorry.
Could I just ask, you're saying that we pay it now, is there no chance of asking them to put it on like a timer now from dawn till dusk?
Oh, yeah, that's
You
what
know,
I'm saying.
yeah,
That
rather
we
than
will-
paying the 1,800 now, that we'll give it to them for a year, then they'll look at it at the end of the year.
No, that's not what I meant. I meant that
Chair, can I just say that if you take the example of Christmas lights now, a lot of these lights are LEDs and it costs far more to put a timer on than actually the money you save them being off. They're very low power. As I say, £1,846.80 per year seems like a lot, but it's £5.13 a day is the energy cost of running those. So it may not really save much, but we will explore with officers with the best way, because I can see that most council members would be happy from a dusk till midnight sort of time that they're on, and that's when they make the impact.
Councillor Stevenson?
I think it's supported for 12 months. The Church of England do assist them with fitting solar panels to all their churches.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you, yeah, my thought was it's a church and you can't interfere with
Yeah,
the church.
yeah. But
Right.
We'll explore it.
2020, 25th of the night, 2020, the Church of England has been fitting solar panels to the roofs of all their churches as an aim to control climate change. The church wants to apply, or the council on their behalf.
Can I have a second of the proposal?
Yeah.
I'm sure of hands, please. Thank you. H, the electoral petition boundary review. You got it?
No, not if I can, yeah. Yes, the electoral review commission boundary review. The background is under Amber Valley, under a council size of 64, Amber Valley is allocated 10 councillors, with each division entitled to an average of 4% more electors than the county average by 2029. They received proposals from the council and the Labour group for the area. and they have adopted the Labour Group's proposals for these divisions, and the proposals reflect comments from the Codner Parish Council, Heanor and Loscoe Town Council and Parish Councillor Jones. The Labour Group proposals avoid the Council's suggestion to include part of Codner Parish in a division with Ripley Parish. They note that the Amber Valley Conservatives express concern about the existing split of Codner Parish between the divisions. The Labour Group proposal creates a division including Codner, Langley Mill, Alderker and Loscoe. They also create a compact Heanor division, avoiding the Council's proposal to include Shipley and Mapley parishes in a division with Heanor, which respondents argued are more rural in nature than Heanor. Finally, Labour Group's proposals have better coterminosity than the Council's proposals. As a result of the proposals for these divisions, they're also adopting the Labour Group's Horsley division, which comprises Smalley, Shipley and Horsley Woodhouse ward, most of Kilburn, Denby, Holbrook and Horsley ward, less the Holbrook parish, which they've included in the South Belper and Holbrook division. Although this reduces coterminosity, retaining Holbrook parish in the Horsley division would worsen electoral equality in that division to 18% more electors than the county average by 2029. The single councillor Codner, Alderker, Langley Mill and Loscoe, Heanor and Horsley divisions would have 4% more, 6% more and 5% more electors than the county average by 2029 respectively. Now we're recommending that the council responds to say that the town council welcomes the proposed recommendations by the Electoral Commission for the Derbyshire County Council divisions for 2005 as they keep the single member wards, which they feel are more effective in reparenting communities. The recommendations reflect the county council divisions covering the town council prior to the 2005 changes. The proposals for Greater Heanor seat to include Alderker, Codner, Langley Mill and Loscoe better reflects the community links between these areas along with the good transport links and links with adjacent town and parish councils. It would also reflect the old Loscoe division of Derbyshire County Council, which existed prior to 2005, which combined Alderker, Langley Mill and Loscoe, and certainly the historic links when they were all part of the old Heanor Urban District Council. The previous boundary of the Greater Heanor Division post-2005 did not reflect any community or easy transport links. The proposal for Heanor Central covers the existing Borough Council's ward of Heanor East and Heanor West, which prior to the boundary review for 2024 elections. This is a better reflection of these communities as they are seen as one whole community within the town and have excellent links again. Again, they reflect the boundaries of the old Heanor Urban District Council, and that is our recommendation. That be the Town Council's response.
Could I have a second, please, for that recommendation? Thank you. This show of hands, please. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And finally, 8I, which is the Amber Valley Heanor Public Spaces Protection Order consultation.
Yes, basically for the council to note that that has been made.
I would just like to add that I would like to encourage everyone to sort of fill out the forms. It's concerning the public spaces, the protection of no drinking on marketplace, etc. So if you'd like, I would encourage everybody to fill it in, residents and councillors, to state your thoughts on that. Councillor Cox.
Yeah, this has been brought forward by the Borough Council for consultation, mainly due to concerns about social behaviour in the area. I was going to say the proposed public spaces protection order is on the website. Unfortunately, there's a technical glitch at the moment, so it's not. But I'm assured it will be dealt with probably tomorrow. So hopefully that'll be up to tomorrow. The public consultation did originally run until the 18th of March. We're going to probably likely to extend that for the additional time so that it's not been available on the website.
Thank you. Agenda item 9 is the February newsletter, which you should have all received via email, so we'll just note that one. Agenda item 10, finance. Agenda item 10 then, tax payments, January 2024. I would like to propose that we accept these. Approve these. Thank you. Can I have a show of hands? Agenda item 10B, income for January 2024. I would like to propose that we accept this.
Yeah, thank you.
Can I have a show of hands, please? Thank you. And agenda item C is the bank reconciliation, which we should have all received. I would like to propose we accept that as well. Thank you. Agenda item 11, Grand Aid applications. Heanor Account, which is in the Infinite Wellbeing Centre.
Yes, Chair, we've got an application in from the Heanor Happy Cafe, a welcoming space for anyone interested in happiness and well-being. They provide a meeting place for local people to connect, discover and share ideas for living a happier life. The first Happy Cafe was set up in Brighton in October 2014, and the Heanor Happy Cafe launched in 2023. The amount of grant requested was £130 per event, and the purpose of the grant would cover the essential costs and provide resources to enhance the experience for attendees, such as venue hire £45, staffing costs £25, refreshments £30, printed materials and resources £30. They've got upcoming events on 7th of March and the 2nd of May between 6 and 8 p.m. It's really down to the town council. They do not have a bank account at the moment, so any money would have to go through the Infinite Wellbeing Community Centre, and as your fill-in locum clerk and financial officer at this meeting, I would advise against making a payment to an organisation that does not have a bank account, and they should be advised that they would need to have a separate bank account for us to be able to put money through our accounts, and so perhaps they'd like to consider applying again when they've set something like that up. I certainly wouldn't recommend that the money was paid into the Infinite Wellbeing Community Centre.
I would like to recommend that we follow that course of action, because that is our general practice, that if an organisation applies to us, we expect them to have a bank account, and many other organisations have reapplied once they have sorted out a bank account. So can I have a seconder for that proposal, please? And a show of hands?
Yes, Chair, can I say, it's not that there isn't sympathy, it is for certain that we would be highly criticised by the external auditor at our forthcoming audit if we paid money in that way.
Thank you very much. Agenda item 12, items for information. Notice of a review of polling districts, polling places and polling stations. Documents relating to this review can be viewed on the Amber Valley Borough Council website and January Police and Crime Commissioners newsletter. Councillor Ennis-Williams?
Yeah, thank you, Madam Mayor. Part of that report that went to the Borough Council highlighted changes to the postal vote rules which have been sent by the Electoral Commission. And the new rules regarding retaining your postal vote will be in place for the forthcoming elections on May the 2nd this year. As usual, you must retain your postal vote by 10 p.m. on Thursday, May the 2nd for it to be counted. And please aim to retain your postal vote via the Royal Mail as soon as you receive it. That is the best method, and you'll realise why in a second. If you miss the post, you can hand in your postal vote, as well as those for up to 5 other voters, to an authorised member of Amber Valley staff at the council offices at Ripley during office hours or at a polling station within Amber Valley. If you retain your postal vote in person by either of those routes, you will be provided with a different form which you must complete for the postal vote
you're handing in to be accepted. So it's making it even more difficult where you'd have to fill another form. And another route that's been used before, which goes down the same route. So please do not put any postal votes into the letterbox of the council officers or hand them in without completing the form, as they will be rejected. So for further information, please contact the elections team at Amber Valley Borough Council, and you can ring their number 841633. And the reason I mentioned that tonight, what I asked for at the council meeting was that Amber Valley would send that information out to all the town and parish councils, so it will be coming prior to the next meeting. But I thought there's an opportunity tonight just to re-emphasise that it is quite a big change that people will be expecting now to fill in another form unless they do the simple thing and send it through the Royal Mail.
Yeah.
Thank you, Andy.
Chair, can I mention one other item, which is an automatic number plate recognition pilot scheme? The Derbyshire Police and Crime Commissioner has contacted us to say that to further enhance ANPR across Derby and Derbyshire, she is launching a pilot scheme across the districts. The pilot scheme will entail redeployable ANPR cameras being moved to locations within the areas as a way to target crime. So, do the council wish? They're asking for a reply from town and parish councils by the 15th of March. So not long at all, the letter came on the 1st of March. Do you wish the town clerk to respond to say we're interested in receiving further detail?
Yes. Sorry, I would like to recommend that we that we accept that proposal, that we do that course of action. Can I have a show of hands, please? Thank you.
Secondly, can I apologise for hogging the meeting with my door tones and the video as well? My apologies.
Right. Agenda item 13. I would like to hand over now to Councillor Mark Howard.
This is the planning, environment and licensing section. So first one is 13 AVA 2024-0031, 12 Persish Avenue, Loscoe, Heanor, Derbyshire. Removal of existing conservatory and replaced with larger single-storey rear extension. So if there's any issues on that. AV 2024-0039, the former car park at Derby Arms, Nelson Street, installation of electric vehicle charging infrastructure and associated electrical equipment, proposed protective railings, impact posts, feeder pillars, delivery company. Again, I don't think there's any issue. Okay. AVA 2024-0067, 2 King's Close, Heanor, Derby. The change of use dwelling C3, the small scale children's home C2. We've had representation here this evening. I think that we need to send a letter through from the park with the council's view that the delegation is listening to tonight and forward on their concerns.
Chair, if I can just go a bit further, I think that we need to formally object to the application. We need to use the word object, if that's what members are happy to do, and I think we ought to support residents on that application.
Yeah. Okay. So everybody agrees that we object to that?
Yeah.
Okay, so we can have an objection highlighting the numbers and representation of the local community on that. AVA 2024-0032, land adjacent to 13 Heanor Road, proposed 2-bedroom building. Again, I don't think there's any issue on that. AVA 2024-0048, 3 Grammar School, Denby Village, flat loft conversion with flat roof dormer to the rear, 2 live content elevation again.
Can I just say, I think that should be grammar school.
In school. Okay.
Yeah, we don't want them coming up here,
That's in the grammar school.
No.
AVA 2024-0080, 1A Grace Crescent, proposed single-storey rear extension. AVA 2024-0044, 2 View, Queens Road, application for lawful development certificate of proposed change of dwelling, C3 use, children's home, 3 children. Again, I've got anything on that one. Okay. PDR 2024-0009, 24 Joan Avenue, application to determine if prior approval is required for proposed single rear extension to extend 6 metres with a maximum height of 4 metres in 3 eaves. AV 2024-0104, 41 Sheldon Road, first floor side extension, single story rear extension. And AV 2024-0097, land adjacent to 16 Nook End Road, post construction of a detached bungalow on site previously approved for a detached bungalow. And the reference to that one is AV 2023-0501. And that's all the planning, and then back to the.
Thank you very much. Agenda item, agenda part 2, confidential information. I would like to say that is the end of the public meeting, and would like to ask the following resolution. To move the following resolution in view of the confidential nature of the business of Arctic transacted, which is advisable in the public interest, the press and the public, be temporarily excluded, and they are instructed to withdraw. I'd like to thank you all for coming tonight, and to point out that the next meeting of the Town Council will be on the 4th of April at 7:30. You're entitled to come back after we've done the exclusion part, if you like, or you can go home. It's entirely up to you. But I would like to leave now, please.